lovely wishes. It's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches, where we celebrate Christmas every day for 5 more days, because today's the 20th. So, thank you all so much for your kind birthday wishes to my husband. That was just super lovely, and I appreciated it. After yesterday's pep talk to myself about how I need to get back into the spirit, yeah, it's like, yesterday I went and had my flu shot and my COVID booster. On Friday, I am going in for an infusion, an iron infusion. I am very, very anemic. And I will be sitting in with chemo patients. And so they really wanted me to have especially my flu shot before I came. So I did that. And those shots are kicking my butt, let me tell you. Would not recommend. Well, I know it's good, and I'm glad that I did it, but just remaining upright is a challenge, but the show must go on, and there are packages to open. So let's go do that. At the end, I am going to tell the dandelion story again. If you have heard the dandelion story umpteen times, please feel free to just... But there are some new people, and they're a little curious about what's the up with all the dandelions. So I will be telling that after we open packages, but let's go do that. Okay, 20. Everything's kind of little today, little things. So let's see what our lovely elf has for us. And I apologize, Elf. I have been missing your end of the letter, and I will remember today to do your goodbye. So here we go. Elf scorecard, day 20, and we start with soft squares. Yes, indeed. We wrapped packages yesterday, and we scrounged for every box we could. I try to shake it up with the kids. This year, I'm wanting everything in one box, so every kid just opens one box, but there's stuff in the box, like many things. So, oh, okay, wait, what did she say? 5 candy canes. I have heard of these. Does anyone know if you can use them with your clothes if you are allergic to wool? Wondering elves want to know. Dryer balls. I have used these. I love them. If you have long hair, or you have a lot of hair, pets, stuff, mostly long hair, it can get caught on the balls, which is kind of a good thing, because, you know, but they're also awesome as bases for if you're going to do felting, and you want something round. Sorry, yawning. Okay, wool dryer balls. These are a great alternative to fabric softeners and dryer sheets. Just toss them in the dryer with your load and run as usual. Just don't get caught off guard by the light thumping you will hear as the balls are tossed around in the dryer. Yeah, they do that. But you know what? That's also a good thing. If you've got something that you want sort of fluffed, a couple of dryer balls will do it for you. Yeah, I have found, however, that they go the way of the wayward sock. You start with 6, and before you know it, you've got 3, and then, like, where did they all go? So, but I love dryer balls. Absolutely 5 candy canes from me. Stitch Supply. Whoops. Let's see how much I can mess up here. 20. I love those Jingle bells, not bells. 5 candy canes, cute. Looking ahead to the next holiday, I will save them for that season's projects. Out you come. So lovely flathead pins. Oh, and they're hearts. That's super cute. I wonder, I need a piece of fabric. Of which I do not have. Oh wait, well, you know what? They're pins. I'm sure they work just fine. And they're cute. And there are 50 of them. Next up, Jenny's box. It's kind of heavy. It doesn't rattle. 5 candy canes plus. What a special gift. Not sure I will make the project. Just might use it as is. Oh, okay. A crystal pincushion. Oh, okay. So, but what if? Well, maybe that one's a little big. What if you used a dryer ball? Sandy Kleckler, one of our wishes, made me one similar to this, and it looked like she had needle felted. At the time, I couldn't figure out how she made it so round. But it looked like she had needle felted a color on it and then attached it to one of these. And it was super cute. And really, the pins just slid right in and out of it. So there's an option for creating. I'm excited. That's cool. And it is sweet as is. It would hold, you know me, I love a vessel. And it would hold all kinds of cute little whatevers. And there are instructions in here on how to make it their way. I did it their way. Petting fabric. On envelope 5 candy canes, but nibbling away at them. I have been asking for this from them. Why not give us one that uses a piece of fabric in the box, though? I kind of feel like the petting fabric people had like a big old party and everybody got just a hair intoxicated. And they went, let's throw this in the box. What do you think about this? Let's do this. And it all kind of fell apart. Okay. Delight from Jaybird Quilts. Comes in Baby Lap Twin Queen. No Y seams, but you do need a template. Or it will be easier if you use a template. And that's to do a pattern and not include the template or fabric for that matter is lame. It just is. It's lame. I'm trying not to continue to label this box a box of sadness and disappointment, but it continues to be that. So let's move away from the disaster. But all of the, I mean, this is all good stuff. So, and Elf, I promised I would not forget. Does your house have a fireplace, or do you leave the Santa key to get Santa the key to get into the front door? She says both. I have a fireplace, but Sorry, told you that I'm barely upright here. But my fireplace, as you probably have seen, has a wood stove in it, and I don't think that Santa can maneuver that wood stove. Although I do believe the magic, and maybe I'm wrong, but he can come right in the front door. I'm completely fine with that, or the back door, or a window, just whatever. So, see the other camera. My tree is doing carnival today, if anyone's curious. I like this one a lot. I like twinkling lights, but I like this one, and I like to see all the colors of the lights. Many of you have asked for two things: a list of everything that came from each box, and where one could purchase the items that came from the box. So each thing, and then the manufacturer. And I will do my best, I promise. Some of the things I have no idea where they came from. Many of, I believe, the things that the Soft Squares box are maybe Wish or Temu. I've looked up a few of them and found them there. But I will, after the new year, after all the packages have been opened, I will go ahead and do that, and I will make it available to you if you want to see where stuff came from. Like I said, some of it, a lot of it, I don't know, but I'll try. That's a good thing, trying. So unless it's someone being trying, yeah. The dandelion story. My mother, I was a very late in life baby. She was 40 when I was born, and my closest sibling was 13 at the time. It was my brother, who is no longer with us, and I miss him every single day. My mother lived, you know, it was not unusual for those years back there, but my mother lived a somewhat oppressive. I don't think that I ever saw she and my father have a loving moment. For the most part, I think she kind of hated him. And I think because of that, she rooted for the underdog. I mean, anytime there was any sort of competition in any way, she rooted for the underdog. And I am exactly the same way. Give me the one that's struggling the hardest, and I'm there for you. So she was not much of a gardener. She didn't spend a lot of time in the yard, but she loved dandelions. And I remember, you know, they used to have those tools that had the little forked end, and you'd get it down under the dandelion and pop it up, which really probably just made it stronger because those roots go to China. And our next door neighbors would all go out there and just be digging up their dandelions because, you know, with the green yard and the whole 9 yards. And my mother would just be thrilled for every dandelion that came up. She was so happy and when they would go to seed, you know, we'd go out and we'd make a wish and blow their little seeds off into our neighbors' yards, which I'm sure made them so happy. But anyway, she just sort of became known as that person who loved dandelions. And she had two things, bears and dandelions. And when she died, at her visitation, people did not, well, some people did, but sent flowers. But most people that came to her visitation and funeral came with little jars of dandelions. She died in April. And that whole room was just full of little bouquets of little yellow dandelions. A lot of them were in little mason jars, or, you know, things that they knew they weren't going to get back. But it was, I think, probably the most moving tribute to a decedent that I have ever seen. They saw her, and they knew that she didn't care about those fancy frou-frou flowers. she would love a dandelion. So that made such an impact on me, and just the fact that my mother, if nothing else, I'm sorry, my mother taught me to see beauty in everything, that there isn't any circumstance where you can't find some kind of beauty. And those little dandelions were her way of saying, I see you. I see that everyone else thinks that you're a weed, but I see you, and I think you're beautiful. So it just became my legacy of I see you and I think you're beautiful. So that's the dandelion story. It's a legacy. It's it used to be pretty exclusively to my mother, but now it's me. So I carry on the dandelions. Be well, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.